Hello. Today I'm back on YouTube because I will be filming a video I've been avoiding, and it's the questions I've been avoiding. So I've been avoiding those questions for literally years, and then when I say, oh, I'll finally answer those questions, I'm avoiding making the video. But now I will be doing it, and I promise it because it's right now. I have so many things that I've been avoiding to do today, and I was like, today is my day to do things I've been avoiding because I have some contability, accounting to do for Hoaka after, which is very easy to avoid but very not the thing to do. So I'll do that right after filming this video. It's gonna be such a nice day. And I have a really huge pimple right here. Super annoying. What should we name this pimple? I don't know. What should we name it? It's been there for like 5 days and I can't get over it. Well, here's the view from the room. It is so beautiful. We have Christo and Doopy-Doo. Doopy-Doo is the best view. Doopy? Doopy! Hola Doopy! Christo's new song just came out. Allez, danse. Okay, so that's your dance. He's really shy. So if you want to check it out, I'll do a little dance right now so you can listen just a little bit to the song. But it's available on every platform. Doopy, 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 doopy. We're now in a total different place, total different outfit, and just totally everything different. I don't know where it dropped, but basically I filmed this video after like avoiding it for literally a week, and then somehow it got lost. Like, I don't know, like the camera just didn't film all along because the memory card went it just stopped filming at one point, and it was such a difficult video to film, and I was so happy it was over. And then when I arrived to edit, I was like, no, it did not even film. So I'm refilming it again, so I'm sorry if my answers are not as natural as the first time and if my outfit just changed. It's also sunset time right now, so my background might change throughout the video, and I don't know if the lighting is good. I will see it afterwards, but I'm not filming this again. That's a really difficult video for me to film, so I'm not doing it 3 times. So let's get into the video. I'll be answering your questions right now. I don't know where it dropped, so I'll just repeat it in case we don't have this footage. But basically for this video I'm answering questions I've been avoiding, and I didn't want to avoid questions again because I feel like when YouTubers or anyone does this type of video, they keep avoiding the questions because they still get to choose the questions. So they will do like stories and be like, oh, ask me questions I've been avoiding, but then they can still choose the questions. So I wanted to have no choice in choosing the questions, in what I need to answer or not. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram, on my comments, and I have no choice to answer the 10 most liked questions. The only thing that happened is that basically all of the most liked questions were pretty much about my ex, and I don't want to be talking about someone else. I wasn't expecting that. I understand and knew that you guys would have questions about it, which I totally get. But the thing is that I do so many other things in life. This is not all I do, and also, you know, like, we're still in court, going to the tribunal and everything. So there's so many things that I can't talk about. So I won't be answering questions. Like, one of the very most liked one, almost like 10,000 likes, was your ex on drugs? It's like, all of this is just things, like, I'm not talking, like, if I talk about this situation, I want to be talking about me in this situation, not about like someone else. And it's the same, like, one of the other questions that I will be avoiding again today, not because, it's just because it would be talking about someone else. So one of the questions was like, why aren't you friends with this person anymore? And I don't want to, like, in this video I want to be talking about me, and I feel like answering these questions would be talking about someone in a situation that has been over for like 5 years. So I'm just like, it's not even worth talking about, and I don't want to start a war on Instagram or anything. So in these questions, I'll be mostly talking about me. I hope you guys understand, but now I have no choice to answer the most liked questions, and I won't go in order of the most liked one, but yeah, let's do it. Oh, I almost fell. Okay, by the way, Wolfie is with me for this video just because I'm a single mom, so where can I put her? Like, where do you want me to have her while I'm filming a video? So, let's start with the first question, and thank you, Wolfie, for helping me. I will start by answering the very most liked one. It has 11,000 likes, which is so much. It's a question I've been avoiding for so long. How much money do you approximately earn per month? Well, that's a question I've been avoiding because where I live in Quebec, when you make money, like just salary in general is not a subject that a lot of people talk about from anywhere, but where I live, it's often like not well seen when you make a lot of money, and I just don't like to brag about my money. So no matter how much I make, you guys know that I make money because I travel a lot and like have a nice house and things like that, but I'm not the type who's gonna have like Gucci bags all over and always showing like, oh, I'm buying, just because I don't buy these kind of stuff. I like investing my money, but I don't like just spending it on clothing. I feel like, I don't know, I make the best clothing, so why would I want to buy it from someone else? I mean, I'm just kidding, obviously, but I don't know, I'm not the type who likes to spend a lot of money on many things. But well, let's get into this question because now I'm guessing I just don't have the choice. So I'll go on Hoaka Shopify to see, because I don't know in 1 month like what I make exactly, because when you're an entrepreneur it can be ups and downs and you never make the same amount and it's always different. Okay, so I'm on my Shopify now and the amount showed is like very big, and you might be like shocked or anything. I don't know what you guys are expecting, so that's difficult to say. I don't want to shock anyone, but let's not forget that this amount is from December, which means it's like the past 1 month, which includes the Black Friday, the Boxing Day, the whole December, which is like the biggest month. It's the biggest period of the year, so that amount is not showing like what we do every month. I'll just say the amount. I hate it so much, but in the past month we made 905k thousand, so 905,000. I'll write it down. I'm not good with numbers like that. Dollars US in sales. So that's not like the profit that we make, it's just in sales. So yeah, that's the amount we made. But know that it's not always like that. It's really made out of up and downs, and that was the biggest month. Plus, we came out with the apparels in this period. So, oh my gosh, she vomited on me. Dupi, when did that happen? Did you guys see it? I didn't see it at all. Wait a second. Oh, Dupi!
Okay, sorry I disturbed. I didn't want to do it.
She said she's sorry. Oh my god, no, I just cleaned myself, but then I just walked on it because I didn't clean the floor. Well, I'm gonna clean it after. Where was I? But yeah, I was just saying that it's not the same every month. So for example, we had some really difficult times this year because of the COVID, because you know, we were just a bikini company, and at this time we didn't have the apparel and the underwears. So bikinis were very difficult to sell because it was COVID. So like no one was traveling, no one would need it, and we're mostly based in Canada. So it's not the good weather for it, if you know what I mean. And also a lot of people don't have a lot of money, and just the economy was so bad in general. So like for about 3 months, like September, for like half August to September, October, and half November, we were basically losing money every day. Like we would not even sell enough to pay our employees, so that was really difficult time. So it felt good after that to come out with the underwears, because now that's something that people need yearly, and to also come out with the apparels in general, and having the Black Friday and everything. So it really saved us. We had a really good summer though, so I have to say, like, this summer was super amazing. I won't come with numbers, but it was super nice, and before COVID was very amazing. So COVID really killed us, because don't forget that our competitors, like other swimsuit companies, are not necessarily based in Montreal. So having some content to shoot, and just shooting content in general, was so difficult, because I was pregnant, so busy, and you know what was happening in my life. Plus I was in Montreal with snow and everything, so it was just not the right way to shoot bikinis. So we were literally dying and didn't know like what would happen, but then like it went so good with the apparels, and people have been so happy. We basically run out of stock so fast. We were not expecting that, so I'm super happy it's restarting to work as it should. So yeah, I just wanted to, because often like when business people talk about like the business side, I didn't want to come and say like, oh, in the past month we made like that amount, and then you guys think this is it, because it's nice to talk about your nicest moments and biggest ones, but it's also good to know that it's not always like that, and you have to be prepared for both, because both situations can happen, and that's the life of an entrepreneur. So you have to be not too stressed and not too excited, because if you get too stressed when you lose money, that's not the right job for you, because it might just kill your vibe, or just not kill your vibe, but I mean, if you get so stressed and so sad about it, that's things that will happen in any businesses. And if you get too excited when you make too much money and then you just spend it all, then you won't be ready for the moments when you lose so much money. So that's the input that I had to say on that. I think that answers the question. Am I getting lost in it? Am I gonna have to do this in 2 different videos because I'm taking too long to answer each question? Let me know in the comments. Do you like when I go into details and I get lost in my answer because I talk about too many things? Or do you want me to go straight to the point and yeah, just straight to the point? Let me know in the comments, because I'll know for the next videos, because now I feel like I'm extending it so much. Okay, next question. On some questions, obviously, I will be answering about my past relationship, because that's like basically the thing that interests you guys the most. And there's some things that I don't mind talking about, and that I feel like it can be important to talk about, just because it can help some people that are going through this kind of situation. Domestic violence, this is what I'm talking about. I hate saying these words, but whatever. So if you go through that situation, maybe that can help you, because I personally have never heard about anyone going through it, and like there's so many things that could have been avoided if I was more informed about like how a relationship can be toxic, and like what are the signs and things like that. I wish I knew before, so maybe by answering some of these questions that can help some of you in the future to not stay in this type of relationship, because yeah. Let's find the question. First one about it is, did your friends know how your ex was from when it started, or did you guys hide it? We hide it for about like 7 or 8 months. I don't have like I'm not good with timelines in general in life, but for like a very long time, like my friends only knew like about 2 weeks before I went to the police and everything. So for the whole time I didn't tell any of my friends, any of my family member, like literally no one knew, just because I really thought the situation would be temporary. I thought it was going to be temporary because it happened so fast, and I like, you know, like the person was not like that at all before it all happened. We had like a perfect relationship, and when I say perfect, I'm like, yeah, that was perfect. And it was literally like a joke with our friends, because we would travel with our friends and everything, and we were like, you know, the couple that you laugh about because you're like, you're never fighting. And we were, it was so rare that we would fight, and we would agree on basically everything, and we were just always super happy and good vibes, that we were like that couple in our friends group. And then like it all changed when I got pregnant, basically from like 2 days after announcing that I was pregnant, it became shit. So I didn't understand at the time, and I really thought it would be temporarily, and so I didn't want my family and friends to hate this person, because I was like, yeah, but the day he's gonna come back to normal and just be like what we were and go back to what we were, I don't want all the people around me and our friends to hate him. So I was just keeping everything for myself, trying to fix the situation alone, which was actually really bad, but at the time that's the way I was thinking. So that's also a thing, like people say like, oh, on social media you were so fake and blah blah, but it's not as like in this type of relationship, it's not a social media thing. It's not about like looking perfect in front of everyone, and like it's not only social media, it's everyone, like my family, my friends and everything. And it's not about looking perfect, it's about, I don't want people to hate the person I love the most. So I don't want to say those things, because you know, in this type of relationship, it's not all bad and all dark. There's some, it's just super toxic, because you have some very amazing moments and some very dark moments. So yeah, it was hidden. That was the question. I'm getting too much into details once again, but yeah, I wish I would have talked about it to at least someone, but that's really the way I was thinking at the time. Aww. Okay, now the next question. Wolfie is a bit tired. Next question is, are you scared to date as a single mom? Honestly, Dupi, what's going on? Do you want mommy to date? Are you scared that mommy will start dating? Honestly, like... Oh, she wants hers to sit. Tiens, Dupi. Is it better now? Is it better now? Oh. Okay, so dating as a single mom is not necessarily something I started thinking about seriously now, because I don't see myself dating at the time. It's so recent, so I don't even see myself in a relationship. So dating is like, and I've never been a dater. Like, I'm not the type to date just in life in general. I hate that so much. And like, all I can think about is that right now I'm breastfeeding, and exclusively, and I want to do it till she's at least 2 years old, and she's only 6 months. So imagine like I start, and I'm not like taking my milk out and like then using a bottle. Like, I'm always breastfeeding her, because I love having this responsibility, and I'm always with her. We're together like 24 hours 7 days, so I really don't mind doing it this way. And imagine I go on a date and I'm like, wait, I need to breastfeed, and then Wolfie comes out and she's just like on my tits, you know? So I'm just not imagining myself doing it right now. That's just not in my mind. That would be so weird. And also, like, something I keep thinking about is like, who would want a mom? Like I'm young and everything, and who would want to date a mom? I don't know. Like, that's something I keep thinking about, and I know it's really sad, and I know there's the answer. But then I'm like, yeah, there's some people that likes mom, and then I'm like, isn't it weird that they would prefer a mom, or maybe they would just not care? and I overthink it way too much, and I'm like, are they the type to search for like MILF when they no, I think about it too much, and I think I just need to stop. But I'm really just not thinking about dating right now. But yes, I'm scared, because also like mainly like I'm joking about it now, and I'm really just joking, but more seriously, if ever in my life I have someone that I bring in Wolfie's life, it has to be like the most amazing person. And I like, you know, after a relationship like that, you can't trust anyone, because literally the person changed like after a year and a half. The person changed like that, and that was so quick that now I feel like I won't trust anyone for like so long, and I feel like I need to know someone so well and just be with them all the time to make sure. Like, I'm probably having some trust issues right now that it might take me so long to trust someone that I'm like, am I gonna be, because if I don't want to present this person to Wolfie till I'm sure that this person is a good person, am I gonna lose time with Wolfie? Because how am I gonna spend time with this guy if I don't want him to see Wolfie till I'm sure? Do you get what I mean? Like, I have time for Wolfie, and she's like the only thing in my life, and I wouldn't want to lose that time to spend it with someone else. But I don't want to also date someone that I don't know that well with her. I don't have time for dating. That's the only thing. Like, we're good together. So that answers the question. So I feel like the answer is yes, I'm scared, but I'm not there yet. So I'm not stressed about it either. That's it. I'm now looking for the next question. Is your ex allowed to see baby Wolfie? No. I will just say, like, I think you guys already know. I won't get into details because there's many things I just can't say at the moment, but all I can say is that no, and it was not even my decision at first. So, and it was really difficult at the time, because, you know, when nothing was public, the only things that were said about this situation were the things that you could see. So basically it was that Wolfie was always with me and not seeing her dad. So people assumed a lot of things, but also some things have been said by my... Oh, Wolfie wants milk. Do you mind if I'm asking as if you were gonna answer. I'm gonna breastfeed, but I'm gonna hide her. I hope YouTube won't censor me or like delete my video for that, but she wants milk. So okay, I'm gonna hide her just so it won't get, like, I don't want my video to get deleted, but she's eating milk. What was I saying? Wait, mom brain. Oh yeah. So when people didn't know about this situation, they would just see me with Wolfie and not her dad, and then from everything that was being said on social media by her dad, it felt like I was just keeping Wolfie away from him, and that I was the bad person and I was the demon online, basically. Like, people would send me so much hate, and like every day I'll receive so many messages about how bad of a mom I am and how cruel I am from keeping a child away from her father and blah blah. But I also felt bad about the whole situation. But the thing that I couldn't say and that no one knew at the time is that I was also told by child's protection that if I let her see her dad, I could lose her myself, because that would just prove that I'm not keeping her safe. So I was not allowed to let her see her dad. So that was just, overall, that was just a difficult time. That was just not nice. So the answer is just no. For the moment, no. And I mean, there's no details that I can say. Have you had any plastic surgeries for the future or past? PS, love you. And then in the comments someone was like, yeah, she had a boob job and she don't admit it, but we can see from the shape of her boob and blah blah. I never had a boob job, so I'm just gonna start by saying that I've never had any plastic surgeries. It just never happened in my life. And I didn't have a boob job. It's literally only milk, and that's gonna be, I feel like that's gonna be the same as my butt. So people have been saying that I had like butt implants for such a long time, and then when I became pregnant and just stopped working out, I'm slowly just losing my butt, and people just stop talking about it. So I'm not I'm not training as much as I used to for my butt, so it's just all gone. I mean, I'm not gonna say all gone because I don't know how people can interpret it. Because I really enjoy my body right now, and I feel more confident than before, because I was so not confident before, but now I feel much more confident since I gave birth. But now people don't talk about it anymore, so I feel like my boobs it's gonna be like basically the same thing. Like people are like, oh my god, you got a boob job, because now they're so big because they're full of milk, and I'm really taking advantage of it because I know it's temporarily. But after that they will probably just be, you know, like when Wolfie emptied them, after that it's just like skin falling, like there's literally nothing in there. So I feel like it's gonna be like that after, and so many people have also told me that it's gonna become like that, and then people won't talk about it anymore. Because no, I've never had a boob job. It just never happened, and I never had any plastic surgery. But if you guys, because there's a way to avoid this question. I feel like when you guys are asking whoever, like models, influencers, things like that, people often use the term plastic surgeries, but a plastic surgery includes that it's a surgery, which like not a lot of people understand the difference. And sometimes people would ask if the person got like anything done in their face and blah blah blah, and people would avoid the question just by saying, no, I never had any plastic surgery, which is not what I want to do right now, because I just don't want to avoid this question. This is not something I talk about a lot, but it's not a secret either. I just don't like talking about it, because basically I had lip fillers about like 3 years ago. I don't remember. When I restarted talking with Milay, you know how open she is about it, and she just loves talking about it, and she's overall all for it, and she embraced it and everything. I went to an appointment with her, and that was really her appointment for her. But I had some complex because I had a big hole into my lips, so I was like, is there anything I can do to get it fixed? And the woman was like, yeah, we can do like we can fill it and blah blah. But then, you know, like when you're at the appointment and you ask questions and they're like, oh yeah, that's so easy to fix, that's so easy to fix. And then I was like, yeah, my nose is pointing down when I smile and I hate it so much. So then she was like, yeah, we're gonna add like blah blah. But final result is that my lips, it worked really fine. Like she just filled a hole in my upper lip, which was totally fine. But I always had like big lips in general. I mean, sometimes they're big in some positions, I'm guessing, or like the way I talk or anything. I don't know, but sometimes you can take photos of like them being small, and you can still do it at like right now. So people would often like take really old photos of me and like finding the photo on which I look like I have the smallest lips ever, and then put it right next to a recent photo on which I look like I have the biggest lips ever. And I'm just like, you know that you can find both in both times. Like you can find old photos of me with big lips as much as small, and you can find recent photos of me with big lips as much as small. So I mean, I got used to it on social media in general, and that's the same for my nose. Oh my god. But my nose, actually my nose didn't change. The thing that changed is just my overall face, because I feel like when I was younger I was much skinnier. Even my body, like just overall so much skinnier. And people take like photos of me when I was like 16, and my face was super thin, but my nose was the same, so it looked bigger. But I never had a nose surgery, and like I will promise it on Wolfie's head, because I know nothing will happen, because I know I never had any. But also, like, I used to smile having my face pointing down. I don't know how to explain it, but I used to smile in a way that my nose would look like bad, like a certain way. I'm gonna show you after. But I mean, I was smiling that way, and now I'm smiling with my face upper, and I still can do both. So on most of my youngest self pictures, I would smile like this. I don't know if you can see it right now. I'll zoom in. And it just makes my nose look much bigger. But most of on my recent pictures, or whenever I talk or whatever, I'll be more like upper. I don't know. I can't see myself on this camera right now, but if it's not clear enough, I'll post it in my stories. So if you really want to see my stories, I'll put it in my stories like today, right now, so go see it. And people who don't watch my video won't understand. But yeah, that's the thing. So my nose always still looks the same as before. I just, like, my cheeks got bigger, just my face. And I mean, I don't have much to say just because I know my truth. So yeah, and then yeah, when I went there, I said like my nose is pointing down when I smile. Yeah, I didn't finish this story because this story is really good. So she added something, like for my lips it was fine, but then for my nose she added some things so like that this part wouldn't go up, so it would not have the effect of my nose pointing down. So it was like Botox, which just stops the muscle. So it's not like adding fillers, but it's like stopping the muscle. Whatever. I'm not explaining it the right way. But after that, oh my god, I couldn't smile. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, when my nose wouldn't go up, but my lips either. So whenever I would smile, like my upper teeth wouldn't show. So I would smile like that was like the eyes I could go, and it was so ugly. And it stays for about like 6 months. So for literally 6 months, I was only posting photos of me like more like serious, like model style. And you know how much I love to just smile in general on Instagram, and most of my pictures are just me smiling. Oh, Casca's coming. And at the time I couldn't do it anymore, so I couldn't recognize myself anymore, and I hated myself so much that I was basically much less active. He's going for a run. Thank you. He brought me the key. So yeah, I was just much less active on social media and so ashamed. And then when it left, I was like, I'm never doing that again. I'm never touching my face again, because I'm not like I'm like confidently insecure. So I know I don't have like the most beautiful face in the world, but I'm very happy with what I have. And something that is not weird but completely normal is that there's so many things I've been hating in my face for so long, all my life. And since I have Wolfie and she looks a lot like me, she has some traits that I have to, and I find her so beautiful. Like, I just love Wolfie so much that now I just like, even in secret, like, I can't hate my face, I can't hate myself, I can't find myself ugly, because I find Wolfie so beautiful and I think she looks so much like me. And I don't know, it's like I see myself so much in her that, I don't know, it boosts my confidence so much, since like I find her so cute and everyone is like, your baby looks just like you, and I'm like, yay, is it true? So now I'm so happy. So I don't know, I don't want to get anything done just because I think it will also make Wolfie feel insecure about like, oh, like my mom had, like, for example, my mom had my nose and she got it done, so should I get my nose done? I don't know if you get what I mean. That's just my way of thinking. Obviously, like, I'm not against surgeries, fillers, or anything, and I'm not against it at all, but that's just my personal way of thinking. And yeah, it's 3 a.m. I don't know what I look like, but since I really love you guys, this video will be posted tomorrow. And oh my god, I talk way too much. Like, that's so intense. We're already at like over 30 minutes in this video, and I've answered what, like 3 or 4 questions. This is, I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting this video to be like an hour and a half long. So I will be doing it in 2 different parts, cause oh my god. So this video will be in 2 different parts, and this was the first one. In the next one, I'll be answering more questions about giving advices on toxic relationships. Also got questions about my exes, like not like the past ex, like really long time past exes, things like that. So I think it's gonna be more fun, but also I don't know. So we'll see in the next video, but on that note, we're gonna end this one right here. Make sure you hit the bell button so you get a notification as soon as I post the next one. Also, I've edited the house hunting videos, so I'm visiting houses in Mexico because I want to buy a house here, and that will also be posted. So you might see me very active this week, just because I already have so many vlogs ready to post. So make sure you follow me on Instagram too, and blah blah. I won't be continuing. I'll end I'm editing right now, so I'll end doing this, and then good night, I guess. Bisous.